Good morning. It is the morning hour as I take a commute into my first booking, and I've decided to just speak out to my people in these rides and, um, you know, be sharing them when and how I can. If it speaks to me to continue to make it more broad, or maybe you guys just came to my mind for the ride. What stands out to me whenever I'm uh, doing a commute is that my people do come to my mind because there's some symbolism behind being in the driver's seat, putting your hands on the wheel, and driving your vehicle to your next destination. And that's what I encourage my people to see for what it means to live life, and to be accepting life for what it is, and how it's really up to us if we need to take a break on a struggle bus ride, take a break on a struggle bus ride. But at some point, we got to get back to being the one that's driving our car in life. It's the analogy that I use to help people understand what I mean about life sucking 75% of the time, but how it's all in our hands. This uh, is what has led to me to go ahead and have my recording device with me, and instead of it just being thoughts in my head, speak out. I talk to myself anyway, so what difference does it make for a ride like this? But having these devices means that I can help it actually, not just be notes taken and not only reaching certain individuals that I serve, but to be helping those that might not have realized that they're crossing my path or in front of me in this moment, just to continue to give the right food for thought. So, on that note, what came to my mind this morning was stress, and really, really questioning what is it about the response to stress that allows just about all of my people to choose self sabotage almost every single time. It could be the slightest round or the most intense round. It really does not make a difference, but it's like the existence of stress itself makes them say, forget this driver's seat. And it's as if they're looking out at life and saying, where are you taking me? And it's almost like these temper tantrums of not having their way, but on my end, in my role to directly serve them and help them see and hear themselves, and no matter uh, how I can translate it for them, it never makes complete sense. It doesn't identify what are you tantruming for. How can I better service you without hearing your further explanations of why? And so I've been coming to this conclusion that not only do my people not know their why in life, meaning that they're still discovering themselves, and they're still discovering their purpose, and they're still discovering their potential. Um, it's not just about that why. They also don't realize why they're bothered. Instead, they're just embracing this life of why bother. Give me my reasons to even try. That's what their temper tantrums sound like. It's this toss up of I'm done. I've had enough. I'm not trying anymore. And they're translating it as if they've given their all and that life is still not helping them and that they're still not getting anything out of it. So why bother anymore? And on my end, I see that little to none was given. So it's hard for me to even support them. I should say support you all, because that's who I'm speaking to see and hear things differently. Because it's really that you're immediately bothered from something not being handed to you. And that's why I help my people see you're only meant to have the steering wheel. You're only meant to have that handed to you. But the rest you're meant to discover and find your way and get to your destination through one moment at a time. You're not meant to suddenly have magical control over the whole world and still have it handed to you. You're not meant to try with no exploration and no embracement and no growth and development and just get there. You're not meant to try for entertainment that makes it look like all the effort was given and this is my best self. My best self, if that's your best self, yourself and you're not pursuing becoming even more and doing more and having better, then that's where you will stay. If you're going to get so upset and say, I gave my all, I was my best self, if you're saying that, then you're literally giving these confessions to me. You are telling me, yes, I am going to stay who and where I am today. Stress is going to exist. Stressors are guaranteed in life. A lot of the stress that we go through comes from life as the teacher, giving us our lessons that without going through the hard times, what would we learn? How would we learn from just having positive rounds left and right and getting that satisfaction and and overall happiness? What will we be learning from that besides peace? So we do have to go through the stressful times to see how to walk through them, go around them, be above them, whatever it is. It's not meant to be an easy book. I don't agree with even a lot of the motivational messages that encourage us to see that when we become our actual authentic best, we will see everything the way that we desire. I believe we will see all of our desires because we did discover our desires all the way. But when I consider myself a lifelong learner, I have long since accepted that my tail end is meant to have nothing less than hardships. Like I'm telling you, anybody that's closely involved in my life, not just through direct service, but like actually know me on a personal level, have have been a part of my friendship or family connections, they know that I have had obstacle after obstacle after obstacle of traumatic life events. I have literally, anytime I'm getting too much positive energy, completely too much peace and comfort, joy all over the place, life is like, oh, we got to prepare you for your next battle because I'm meant to battle left and right. I'm meant to have endless stories to tell to you all, and I'm meant to, like I said, be a lifelong learner because I'm always going to want to grow and develop. So why not? Life sees somebody that's committed to that. Why not? We're going to keep giving them even more lessons. This curriculum doesn't end. We're meant to learn until our last breath. Life is meant to teach through life experiences. So the stress and hardship is the only thing that life will guarantee you. The opportunities and signposts are the things that could be and would be waiting for you. Life can't guarantee you those opportunities and doors opening because you are meant to discover them and then make your own free will choices. So anytime stress is in front of you, instead of listening to that internal or external critic slash demon, whichever word speaks to you best, instead of listening to them, you want to sit there and say, where are you taking me? And life says, oh, please, child, where are you taking yourself? Are you learning? Are you applying it? Do you want to take another step forward? It's all in your hands. I don't have anything in my hands. Where are you taking me? Temper tantrum, temper tantrum, temper tantrum. And then here comes that inner or external critic slash demon. Oh, I'll take you here. I got you. And then you guys are tapping out into that self-sabotage mode. Those that have internal are going into the completely consumed sabotage episodes, messing up yourselves, meaning that you are guaranteeing to not have any movement. And if you're not even gifted the chance to just sit there, standing still for a while, you could be regressing and taking all those steps backwards because you gave your driver's seat to the critic slash demon. You chose that by your own free will. You said, I'm done. I don't want to drive. I don't want to walk. I don't want to run. I don't want to crawl. I don't want to be. I want to tap out and escape reality. I'm done. I'm addicted to escaping reality. I don't feel like recovering. I prefer to just stay in survival mode. This is better anyway because it's not worth it because life's not promising me this and life's not promising me that. And life's not giving me this, so why bother? And it doesn't matter how many times you're told what's in it for you to bother. Hey, you want to keep bothering? It's guaranteed that you're going to stay bothered with these critics slash demons. You want to keep bothering? It's guaranteed that you could keep burning some bridges or you could keep harming yourself without even knowing you're harming yourself. You want to stay bothered? It's guaranteed that you're not going to discover the right path at the right time in the right ways if you're not looking. You want to stay bothered? I will respectfully allow you to not be ready to grow and develop, to not be ready to hold my hand and be supported, to be guided forward because you would prefer to stay bothered. Why stay bothered is the actual question I have to your choice to live by. Why bother? What's in it for you is everything I just described. What's in it for you to just why give effort? Why try harder? Why listen closer? Why look further? Why find more? Is because that is the only way to live beyond all you know. That is the only way to actually discover the right routes to take. Why explore things? It's so that you can discover the more that you can do. And when you discover the more options and the more things within yourself, you then have the free will because life still doesn't force it on you. It's an option. You're in your own driver's seat. Like, oh, I got these accessories added to my vehicle. Do I want to do anything with them? It is up to you. You then take the wheel and decide your next step. All right, I'll explore it some more if you choose. And then you're seeing the evidence of what I described. If I want to become more, I must do more. So first I discovered what I could do. Now I'm doing more. Wow, I'm discovering who I could be. I'm stepping forward. Wow, I'm actually becoming more of myself. I'm growing forward. Oh my goodness, I really could become a whole self. All of these 100% optional because life does not work the same way as the critic slash demon. Life does not say, all right, just give me the wheel. And I know that those of a faith-based background would say, well, we say, Jesus, take the wheel, da 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 da. And that would be a perfect fit, positive expression relating to what I mean by as needed, we may gift ourselves some rest on a struggle bus ride. But that does not mean that we're saying, Jesus, take the wheel and carry us through the rest of our life and guarantee that we find our path and promise us that we're going to be 100% everything that we're meant to be and give us all of the abundance that we dream of and all of this that we dream of and all of that that we dream of. Lord, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Like, yes, you can think that. You can tell yourself that. But that, in my perspective, is a misinterpretation. It was not something taught to you. It was how you translated it when stress found you and you felt incapable of getting to the other side by yourself. But you're never going to believe it until you experience it firsthand. That's how life works. It doesn't matter what I teach in my words. It doesn't matter what you could read. It doesn't matter what you could wish and dream for. It doesn't matter. None of that matters because unless you're exploring it yourself, you're not getting any evidence to support whether or not you can even have a dose of hope, a dose of belief, a, a dose of info gathering on your own hand. It just translates as an opinion in your mind, and then you continue to choose, why bother? Why did I? And I'm sitting here, like I said at the start of this message, I'm sitting here like, what did you bother with? I can't give you the answer of why you should continue when I'm telling you your effort has been minimal, if anything. I'm not one of those fake, let me correct myself because this isn't a comparison or competitive type of anything. But I'm not one of those fake accountabilities where some people do choose to invest in life coaches inaccurately, where they want to pay for this accountability partner as if that's going to force something to happen. And that doesn't mean that life coaches are fake, so don't misinterpret what I just said. I'm saying that I'm not one of those coaches that is meant to just encourage people and help them have some type of willpower, this, that, and the third, because that does not apply to my people. My people aren't lost in the same ways. My people aren't dealing dealing with the whole subconscious insecurities. That's not even what it is for them. It's the critic/demon and the way that they're choosing to look at life. So I am meant to be bold, direct, blunt truth speaking, nothing held back in that way. You got to hear your hard truths, and then it's up to you to accept your reality or not. That's what I'm meant to do. So whenever, like I said, I'm hearing these why bother, temper tantrum types of statements, and it looks honestly worse than children, because the children I serve, they work harder than every adult to date. We're coming up on 3.5 years of this form of direct services. I've been coaching since 2014, a variety of age groups, and it's always been consistent. The children work harder. Why? Because they have less life experiences for the critic/demon to work with in terms of that manipulation to just be given up the driver's seat. The children get empowered easier. The children say, I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to be bigger, better, and good. I want these things. They get exposed to moral principles and they want to know even more. I want to be good. I want to be good. But with the adults, it's like, I have already given this and already done that. But then when I ask deeper questions, none of you can give me the answers. None of you. So you're not alone. But the food for thought is, how are you responding to stress? Are you saying this stress, that stress, I'm stressed, I'm only going to be stressed by your own free will? Or are you looking at the stress and saying, life, what are you teaching me here? How can I get through this? Where can I go from here? What am I not picking up that you're putting down? Life, am I seeing things correctly? Like, does your mind go into any of those moments at any time? At all? Or does it just immediately take stress as confirmation that from your perspective, life, reality is life, is not worth it. Life is not worth it. So I'm going to stay addicted to escaping reality, which in return means that I am forfeiting a satisfactory, happy, fulfilled life.